Coral reefs are usually found in tropical waters, near the surface, because the coral needs energy from the sun to survive. The plants and algae there convert light energy into chemical energy through photosynthesis. As fish and other creatures eat the algae, and each other, energy is passed on through the food chain. The reef could not exist without coral. Each small circle of coral, or polyp, is made up of many coral organisms. The brown spots here are plant cells. They live inside the coral organisms. The plant cells collect energy from the sun through photosynthesis. This provides oxygen and sugar for the coral organisms to feed on. As the organisms grow, the polyp forms a compartment of calcium carbonate mineral. The polyps each live in their individual compartments, like neighbors in an apartment building. Each polyp has a mouth, surrounded by stinging tentacles. During the day, the coral's algae cells photosynthesize. But at night, the polyps extend their tentacles to feed on plankton, tiny organisms that drift in the water. Meet another creature that feeds on plankton. The spiny blenny watches for plankton that may drift close enough to be snatched and eaten. When this parrotfish takes a large bite of coral rock, it is actually to feed on the polyps. The fish is able to extract the living coral by chewing it up with its extra set of internal jaws. Parrotfish create much of the sand at the bottom of the reef. The sea cucumber eats the sand and collects algae and organic debris from it. Creatures like the sea cucumber make sure the reef's floor stays clean. The ruffled sea slug, like the coral organism, has a double diet. It both eats plants and gets energy from the sun. The ruffles on its back act like a solar collector. They are filled with chloroplasts, the organelles that also carry out photosynthesis in plant cells. The slug spends less time looking for food because it can get energy from the sun in the daytime. Were it not for the plant eaters, or herbivores, the reef might be overgrown with algae. The long-spined sea urchin helps keep the algae in check. By day, it stays close to the coral. Its mouth is conveniently located on its underside for easy grazing. The urchin is well protected, but less fortunate herbivores must watch out for flesh-eating or carnivorous predators. The great barracuda cruises overhead, hunting at dawn and at dusk. The moray eel is generally nocturnal and spends its days lurking in caves. It comes out at night to feed on small fish. The yellowtail snapper may not look like much, but it is a mighty hunter. Of all the predators in the reef, it is the most abundant. One day, this predator too may become prey, or it may die of old age and make a meal for a scavenger. In the coral reef, as in all ecosystems, energy will have flowed from the sun to the plants, to herbivores, to carnivores, to scavengers, and decomposers.